platform would look like. And I designed the 5 pillars with this in mind. Pillar number 1 is digital marketing, personal branding, which in the first year of NIL was 70+% of NIL deals based on social media. So very important. And I throw this caveat into it, Mark. It's not your friends and family from the lake on Sunday, right? That's not your digital marketing platform. That's not an audience of growth, right? That's your friends and family. How do you expand that audience? How do you reach people? How do you resonate with people? What's your storytelling that people want to listen to? So that's pillar number 1. Pillar number 2 is in sequence, because once you have an audience, how do you leverage that in NIL with a brand? What are brands looking for? What's an authentic brand? What's a brand that makes sense? What's a brand that's part of your story? What are the brands looking for? What are the deliverables? What are the measurables? So that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 3 is a little bit more technical and mechanical, but nonetheless important, and that is tax, legal, and compliance. So unfortunately, coming up in about 5 or 6 weeks on April 15th of 2023, I'm very nervous for all the student athletes that didn't withhold taxes and were 1099 from their NIL deals and are in trouble, maybe even upside down financially.
Yeah, I've heard some stories.
Yeah, compliance is a tricky issue because the rules are changing, right? And legal is, how do you read a contract? What do intellectual rights mean? What does, lifetime rights mean? Intellectual property. What are net payment terms? Really basic concepts. We're not going to teach anybody to be a lawyer. This is not law school, but you should be able to read a document and at least ask intelligent questions of your advisors. So that's pillar 3. Pillar 4 is my father's pillar. It's community service and philanthropy. Mm-hmm. And I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. When Damar Hamlin went down with a medical emergency with the Buffalo Bills, thankfully he's okay. And thank you to everyone that saved his life on the field. Mm-hmm. He was in the process of trying to raise $2,500 for a charity that he had started back in Pittsburgh in his high school and college days. When people saw that medical emergency, they were affected by it. Mm-hmm. They felt compelled to dive deeper into who was Damar Hamlin, because I would venture to say many people did not know who it was. Mm-hmm. But once it was revealed about his charitable function in the society and his giving back, last I saw was over $9 million had been raised. Mm-hmm. And I say it's because he had a philanthropy and community service component to his brand.
Right.
And so I think that's a great way for people to give back. Those of us that have benefited from the athletics need to appreciate that and give back and pay forward, as they say. So that's pillar 4. Pillar 5 and the final pillar is financial literacy. You said it, whether it's $100, $1,000, or 40 or 50.